Is it me that you've been looking for? Over there, hello. Just get everything set up here in accordance. And we welcome you... Oh, I called it the wrong title. Oh well, never mind. We are just about to get things started with the longest scenario on the game, Dragline, and as you can see, finally, it took many painstaking hours, but we finally bloody got there. I never want to see a Class 66 again, but alas, we're going to be using a Class 66. So, a HST has been taken OOS at Reading due to technical issues. With passengers disembarked, the train needs hauling back to Old Oak Common for repairs. Let's get this done then. And then after this one, we will play an hour of Jurassic World to get that sorted. And then we are good as gold. Dragline.
One of the high-speed trains coming out of London has developed a fault and terminated here at Reading. The train needs to be towed back to the Old Oak Common for repairs. We've called you off your brake to be the driver of this rescue move. A Class 66 has been brought out of Reading Depot, just to the west. Meet the locomotive when it arrives in the station.
So you want me to head over to platform 14? I'll go to this one. He was taking his time. Head over to platform 14. Well, that's not platform 14, is it? Where's platform 14? I was on platform 14. Nope, I wasn't on platform 14. Run down the escalator. Poor HST. The locomotive will arrive shortly. Oh, hello, Thames Turbo. Let's just look at this Thames Turbo here for a second. The locomotive will arrive shortly. Well, it wants to get its arse here, that's for sure. If it doesn't get here quickly, then Ian will not be very happy. Afternoon, and Mr. Younger. You know, I'm looking for this freight loco somewhere, and I can't see it anywhere. There's another Thames Turbo. I assume he's terminating here. $160. Ah! Here's my donkey. Hello, 66102. Look at this guy. Hey, dipshit. Yeah, go sit in the driver's thing. Alright then. We didn't really need to climb up the ladder, but... Right then, sit in the driver's cab.
Job. You need to get that locomotive over to the failed HST and hook it up. Head out to the Kennet Bridge Loop, and then you'll get a pass back into Reading Station.
Turn the headlight. Why would I want to turn the headlights on? Taillights on. Hold the brakes in release to discharge. There's nothing worse than a discharging brake. Signal permitting, increase the throttle to get going. So what, they're letting me through? Ah, good. Proceed at restricted speed. So I assume the restricted speed is 30. Whoa, slow down there. We nearly sped. Well, we got to get slowed up to 25, so let's do that. Sponsored by Pepsi Max, folks. Oh, they're clicking me over, are they? Fair enough. I am on Thunderbird duties. Thunderbird 1 is go. Or should that be Thunderbird 102? So in 300 odd yards, I'm going to be stopping in Kennet Bridge Loop. Which I assume is right here. I'm not going to be precise here, am I? I probably am. knowing me, I can't do precise. Oh, look, I just caught that. Hoo-hoo, we just caught that one. Right. Now they're in neutral, we'll take the master key with us. Off, there we go, that's off. Go sit in the other end. While hoping you don't get run over by a Thames turbo. Master key on. Stick it in forward. On and daytime. Hold the brakes, yeah, okay, hold the brakes. Because there's nothing worse than discharging brakes. Cool. Signal permitted, increase the throttle to get going. Denied, no route available. Okay, so it said signal permitted, so I assume I've got to wait here. Didn't have to wait too long. Hope I'm going to do anything complicated with the HST when I get there. Because I don't do complicated with the HST. Looks like we're swinging over. looks like onto the up fast. I like how they're only going to give me 30 yards grace. Not even that. It's 20 yards grace. You have to wait here. But at least we're only doing 5.8 miles an hour. We're not overdoing it into Reading. And I think we'll... Right. That was easy enough. Stop at location in front of failed train. How hard can that be? Don't say that. That's the Southwest lines over there and the Great Western line down to Guildford. Here we go, we're coming in now, coming to rescue this failed loco. Yeah, but just what did you think? We'll be permitted to go to 125 with this shed. That'd be an interesting scenario. We've got 0 throttle, so that's good. I'd say that's perfect. Climb out and activate the Buckeye. Alright then. Door closed. Let me out. Just make sure nothing's coming. Yep. Open the nose hatch of the failed train. Look inside. I saw it then. There it is. Return to the rescue loco. Now let me guess. Gently. Well, if there's one thing about me, it's I don't do gentle. I think that should be close enough. Afternoon, Stephen. I reckon that's pretty close, isn't it? Oh, get back. Wait, why have I got to get in this train? Oh no, I've got to back it up a bit. Just a smidge. I like how somebody's closing the door behind me. Well, now I can't activate the coupler's Buckeye. For some reason, and I haven't got a clue why. Oh, there we go. This shed sometimes, I don't know. Okie dokie. Oh, did we couple? Yes, we coupled. Right, put the reverser into neutral. We coupled. Right, okay, lovely. Okay, no one off. Head to the other end of the donkey. Oh, I'll tell you what. Just make sure the other end of the cabs are closed so that Bob Ranger don't sneak in. Head to the other end. Oh, head to the other end of this train. Okay. There's a lot of complicated work going on here. Too complicated sometimes. Right, so what's this one? That's the headlight. Turn on the tail lights. That's the tail lights. And that's the parking brake off. Now I assume I go back to the other end. Yep. Look at this, do you think she's trying to get on here? Sorry love, train's out of service. Right. Okie dokie, here we go. Master key.
You're connected up and ready to go. Once signals give you clearance, you're good to head over to Old Oak Common.
Turn the headlights to day. Hold the brakes to discharge. Signal is green. As soon as we get these brakes charged up, we are good to go to Old Oak Common. And any enthusiasts that are there, you're getting a treat. So we got 32 miles to go. And hopefully by the time we get up to the 40 mark, we should be there we go. Whoa, but slow it up to 40. So we've got to be in Old Oak Common in 45 minutes. Which tells me, I bet we're going over on the slow line here in a second. Are we? Yep, over onto the slow. 40 over the junction, and then any moment should be let it rip time. Although we're being told we can only go 90? Be nice if we get the release shed up to 90. Just seems to be really sluggish. So we're heading off to shed 84D. Just in a comment my brother's left on my Facebook. That's hilarious. Uh, 31 scenic miles to shed 84C. D. You're fired. Now I do wonder, because a Thames Turbo did leave not too far in front of us. And I'm wondering if said Thames Turbo is going to mess up the way. More mail from Flickr. Yeah, 69 miles an hour. Somebody found something funny. That better not be who I think it is, or is it just that Flickr mail that came through late? Yeah, it was just that Flickr mail. I wonder what the top speed of a Class 66 is. I saw it here somewhere. 75! Well, I'm at 75 now. And I just got a trophy for it, I think. And now this shed's going 76, 77. It's still going! Faster than any shed has gone before. More powerful than a Loco Luchador. Well, I reckon this is fast enough, don't you? So where's that? That must be Twyford. Because I do believe Twyford is the first stop on the Great Western Main Line out of Reading. Still got that horrible cough. He needs to be fit and healthy, he does. Is this game worth buying? while it's in this, while you've got the chance now in the PlayStation sale, yes, because you could buy this and 3 of the add-ons that I've got for around about 70 quid, which is a bargain considering what it was. Even though it doesn't have many scenarios, it's got loads of free play with it, so you can have fun and enjoy yourself with that. So I hope that answers your question there, CTU Gaming Network. But certainly when you get the Great Western started, there's one scenario on there I will warn you about, and it is the last one I did, which is the Aggregate Industries. It is a wickedly horrible scenario. So I do hope that answers your question there. Let me just get this going. Multitasking at its best. I want to go that one, and then I want to go that one. And that will be there. Create that. Alright, I've got to swing the speed down now to 75. So if I can start that process now, then at least when I get to that area it will be at 75. So 76, 75, there we go. $74. And anyone who wanted me to go to speed 69, then I'm afraid you have something wrong with you. Joking about that one. Yeah, if you are hearing noises, it is blowing an absolute gale out there. Wonder if this is only 75 going through Maidenhead. Oh, they're going to let me go back up to 90, that's alright then. Wonder why I had to go back to 75 through here then. Unless it's because of that quarry, that little sawmill plant there on the left. Or perhaps, oh no, I see. It's going to be 75 through Maidenhead. I think that's Maidenhead anyway. What do you think? Should we push it up to 90 or should we keep it at 75 here? $95 or 75? Come on. I think we'll keep it at 75 then. It's 20 miles to OOC. So what's this station in Taplow? I don't know. But you can bet that if all the I know a few enthusiasts, if this kind of drag ever did happen, they'd be out for it straight away. Well, I've got a fair few friends that are shed veggies, as they unnoticeably called. Basically, it wouldn't matter if you stuck any old loco, if it wasn't a 66 then, or a 67, they wouldn't be interested. See, I told you we'll keep it at 75. Look, I'm a mind reader. This is going to be 75 through Slough, surely. Besides, nothing wrong with cruising along at 75 clicks an hour as we go through Burnham. It's after Burnham that I get a bit lost, because even I'm not sure. Although I've just seen a very handy thing that will help me out. Sorry Simon, I'm borrowing it. For those who want to know what I've just borrowed, I've borrowed the Track Atlas of Mainline Britain. Now I'll be able to tell you where everything is. Is this the new one? This must be the new one because it's stiff as anything. I can't see what that speed says. I think it says 75 still. Yeah, it says 75. So where there's Bath Spa. Swing it over. Reading should be there. There's Twyford, right. Now I know where I am. So, Burnham Slough. Well, that station we passed through after Mayhem was Taplow. Right, got it. I know where I am now. Just let everyone know we're coming through. Oh, we're in a 60 zone. Crap! Where did that 60 come from? That was a 60 and a... That took me by surprise, that one. But lucky if you overspeed, you don't fail a scenario, so you're alright there. Right, let's bump it up to 90 now. But it seems to be holding us. There we go, 66, 67, it's starting to climb now. So we've got 15 miles left to Old Oak Common, half an hour to get there. I reckon we're going to get there nice and early. Nice and early into OOC, and then we'll park this thing up in the shed 84C D. I get them mixed up. Green lights all the way. Doesn't help with this throat at the moment. As we go through into Langley. Hello, Langley. I just had an email come through from Sky TV. Unmissable shows on demand. No. Unmissable shows. Oh. There we go. Forget that properly. Unmissable shows on demand. No one really gives one about that, do they? Bo, would you like my phone case? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I can speak like a minion. To go through Ivor. And then what, 2.3 to a 90 zone, and I imagine we're going to be Oh, I didn't see the 90 there. Wow, we're at 90 with this shed. 12 miles to Old Oak Common. I reckon what we might be in for about 5 to 10. That gives us 20 minutes to get this thing into its position. So that being said, where would you like me to do next? Because we've got 4 other scenarios to do, scenario sections, before we get the next batch as we come up to West Drayton Station. There is the Seagrewer, the West Somerset Railway, the Long Island Railroad. No, not Long Island Railroad, sorry. The Northeast Corridor, and I've gone and forgot the S-Bahn. So which one would you like to see do next after this one? So come up to 90. Are we going to dump a 75 on us quick? No, still 90. As we go under the Heathrow flyover. That takes you to Heathrow Airport. Those are 2 lines there. That one brings you off the slow line on the left here. That's what the Heathrow Connect services use, which is now the TfL rail services, whereas the one on the right was for Heathrow Express, which is the Class 332s. Or is it the 333s? This one is the Crossrail 345s over here. But once you get through there, it does signify the arrival of Hayes and Harlington. So you're now in suburban London. Hey, there's the tarmac sidings that I was at in the last scenario. Right, 85. 85 then, I believe it's down to 80 around the West Ealing area, down to 60 through Ealing Broadway, and from there it's as you like, because where we've got to go past Ealing Broadway. What's that coming? Or is that nothing coming? Nope, that's nothing. So next up should be Southall. And if you look on the... Here is Southall. If you look on the right here, one of the buildings over here, that big grey building over there, that is the West Coast facility for the old steam engines over there. That facility right there. That's West Coast Southall operation there. So we're coming into the 85 zone now. And then next should be the 80 in 0.7 of a mile, which I'm already prepared for. Just. And then I think I've got about 1.72 mile to West Ealing, which is where we're going to get down to 60. Here's Hanwell. So there's one of the... Oh no, 80. You still want me to go 80? Okay. On the left here is the line from Greenford that the West Ealing Greenford shuttle uses. Also the ghost train of West Ealing to High Wycombe for Chiltern Railways. That's the junction just there. Unfortunately it's the old West Ealing, so they haven't got the bay platform erected. So any moment now we'll start slowing down for 60. The 60 zone around the Ealing Broadway area. Unless they want me to carry on going at 80. We'll soon know. Sheds are limited to 75. You tell this game. You tell this game, Dan. It may say up there sheds can do 75, but I've got it up to 90, god damn it. Although I was caught speeding in a 60 mile an hour zone. Mainly because the 60 miles an hour zone took me by surprise. Mind you, it won't be, because I just thought I ain't going into... That's the tube over there for the district and the central. There's Acton Yard. Horrible Acton Yard. I never ever want to see that yard ever again. That's caused me many hours of torment. Right, time to get it slowed down to 15 clicks an hour through. It's gonna be tough to get it down to 15. Come on, Shed. That's the line to take you towards Willesden. Here we go, now we're talking. We're gonna get there. We're just about gonna get there, folks. I think, anyway. And this is our arrival scenario. Shed 84D, Old Oak Common. So we're not crossing over. Where is it we're going then? Right, we're going into the depot. So I told you, 9:55 at Old Oak Common. You can rely on me. Yes, I did, Dan. Bad luck. Though, what's the golden rule you've learnt there? Mind you, you're not the only one that's done that. I did do that once as well. So we're now clicking to the siding here. 15 mile an hour into this siding. So I take it we'll go down there, and then when we get into that star area, hit the brakes, and we're going to be going backwards in slow speed mode. Oh, the joys of slow speed mode. At least I've got about, what, 250 yards grace. Wow, that wind got up then. Evening, Jake. It's the end of the scenario, Jake. What are you doing? You're late. That's fine. A little overshoot's fine. Okay, it's about 30 yards overshoot, but we're in. I'll go wait till 10:15. Okay, so I'm waiting here now. I'm waiting here with you guys. Sorry, been busy. Had the other half with me this weekend. I'm sure you remember her. Les! Worst Evo 400 MMC ever. But if you want the worst video ever, let's talk about. You do any other scenarios? No, just this one, Jake. Although the good thing about YouTube is you can replay the scenario. It's available at it's available at all good YouTube channels. So yes, going back to your comment, Les. Don't even get me started on yesterday with the buses that I did, because I recommend their buses there. Buses where, Dan? You gonna be out for Bahamas? At the Thursday, definitely not, because I am going to be going down London the next day for some buses, and then on to Cambridge on the Saturday. But Tuesday, maybe. I haven't quite decided yet. Hatfield. Oh yeah, Hatfield. You get a load of Uno around there, don't you, Dan? She'll be in the dark on Thursday. Yeah, that's dark conditions and dark green colours is not going to mix very well. All you'll see is a bright orange light going past in the dark. But I'll get onto this. Cancel service at the first chance to replace it with clapped out single deckers. No, yesterday because I went to North Greenwich yesterday, Les, and I took the 108, and I didn't know the 108 went through the Blackwall Tunnel. And literally, when we got through the Blackwall Tunnel, he just decided, foot to the floor, absolutely gun it through the Blackwall Tunnel. So I've got so I have, Les, in the pipeline, ready to go, a absolute laudage video of MEC2 giving it everything through the Blackwall Tunnel. Didn't get back through the Blackwall Tunnel with Mech 50, but because traffic was heaving. And then don't get me started on the video for the 205. Hellfire for leather thrashed E400 hybrid, but it was just stop, start, stop, start. But I suppose that's the problem with the 205. Yeah, that will be a pain in the arse, Les. Look, I'm getting back onto it. Like I said, I'm in and around your area on Friday. Going to be on one of the main interchanges on the Great Eastern Main Line Friday. And then off to Cambridge on Saturday. But I'm staying over in East Croydon, and then getting an early Thameslink from East Croydon to St Pancras. Get over at St Pancras, get on an LNER to Stevenage, change at Stevenage for the Ely train, which it says I can do. Hey, why not? It's free. It's free haulage off a 91 to Stevenage. You don't win anything, you don't lose anything. Sticking around waiting for whatever. Yeah, and I think you've got engineering works on the West Anglia this weekend, Les. I'm sure I saw something that there's rail reps on the Stansted Express. I think there's diverts through Cambridge. Yeah, there's diverts through Cambridge. Oh no, there's no diverts through Cambridge this weekend, sorry Dan. As my phone tells me I've had another Flickr notification. I think it was only the first two weekends. Yeah, I was going to say, I know the first week, the 5th, there was diverts. And I know the 12th there was diverts, but I don't think there's a diverts this weekend. I'm surprised no one said anything yet. The attentive rail enthusiasts are not being very attentive. Well, by the way, Les, diverts is spelled D-I-V-E-R-T-S, not what you've spelt it as. Diverts. Isn't that what you're making golf a divot? West Anglia is closed between Hackney Downs and Bishop Stortford and Hertford East, yeah. So the chance of you getting to Cambridge are slim, really, because if I remember rightly, there's rail reps from Liverpool Street to Stansted. I thought it was dive farts. No, that's what you do when you run for the toilet. Dive fart, get it? Hey, I'm here all day, folks. Or at least in this siding for another 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know where to go for my for Bahamas, Jake. I have said that Simon's definitely going to be out. I don't know where he's going, but when we probably get to Birmingham, we'll split up, and I'll probably just head off to somewhere quick. Dive fart with a vengeance. Now that's if you have. That's if you have the brown rain, Les. Dear me. Ooh, what's Natalie Decker sharing? The Arca series. Outward journey to Stratford via Henley and return via Hatton. No, I think they're both via Whitlocks, via Henley and Arden. Jake. In fact, I'll just check that now, actually, because you may have given me an idea. Detailed Stratford upon Avon, SAV. For... Oh, just thought, isn't the Thursday run, isn't that, Jake, isn't that to Leicester? The loaded test run to Leicester? Hi, to Ian Stinking. Yes, welcome to the most dangerous mind in the world. Tisey Steam Trust. No, she's both ways Whitlock's End, Jake, but her return run from Stratford is going to be in the dark. Yeah, I thought so. Isn't it going to be... Let's go Leicester. Oh. Yeah, I thought so. She's going to have a loaded test run to... although in saying that, it's a good time through some of them places. I mean, what time is it now? It's getting dark now. 30th March RTA event at Stagecoach Barking. That might be an idea. You go to Hinckley for Bahamas on Thursday. Well, 16:19 through Hinckley there, Jake. So it's going to be dull-ish. Because on the ground maybe working. AC Regent birthday. That's true. Well, I've got good news for you then, Jake. It looks like it's going to be clear all day. It's partially cloudy, 3 degrees, 8-mile-an-hour winds. It's looking good for Thursday. Although, Friday. Oh no, Friday gets dry. I want to check the weather for that place, Friday. Wouldn't you know it? When I get there, it's going to be raining. Yeah, I think King's Cross is getting a revamp this year. At least the weather looks good for Cambridge on Saturday. Might buy a single with a plus bus and then get the bus there and the bus back from Cambridge. Get a couple of those Scania park and rides on haulage. Wow, my video is blowing up. Revamp equals dropping a bomb on a new atrium and taking it back to a historical building. Been driving on your local route since Train Sim 2019. Are you actually proud of that one, Jake? Right, enough talk. 2 minutes and I can finally back this hunk of junk into the Old Oak Common depot. How long are you around London for on Friday? I am going to be in my location for about... Hold on, because I've got it all. I'm going to be in there for about 3 and a bit hours. She's not tried to contact me yet, okay. There's the notes. So I'm going to be there for till about 2 o'clock, Toby, and then I'm going on a mega bashing down to East Croydon. Going to be taking in quite a few routes, but one route that is being done, and I make this promise to you, I'm going to get the 227 done in its entirety. Hopefully I end up with 23-211. No, 23-111. Yes, Rip OOC. I suppose it's rather fitting the last scenario is into Old Oak Common, isn't it? Right then. Come on, these 20 seconds are going to pass forever. It was already sponsored by Pepsi Max. That was close enough. Right, so objectives complete. Set the reversers to backwards. And head into Old Oak Common. Right then, undo the brake. Let's get it up to 15, so we're not waiting around too long. See, I honestly don't know where we're going. We could be going any way. Are we going into the shed over there? Are we going into the sheds over here? Well, it's obviously not the sheds over there, so we must be going left any second now. Yep, so we're into Old Oak Common. It is, but the problem is the HST's failed, Toby. Am I even on the right line? Let's hope that doesn't happen, Les. So we're now in a 5-mile-an-hour zone. This is why the scenario takes so long. William's driving, I'll fetch the LFB and Meta. I'm not that bad. Now what I would like to do, I would like to stop here, just to make sure that I'm going in the right location. Because I may need to change lines. So, let's stop right about here. $1Z99. Yes, right, let's go have a quick look. There we go, right. So we're definitely going in the right area. That's good. I'll just walk down this end. Oh no, I've left the cab door open. Where's Bob Ranger when you need him? Back in. Right. At least we know we're going in the right direction. Let's undo the direct brake. Oh dear. I mean Jack Brown. What is his name this week? So which one would you like to see me do next, guys? Because we've got Ruhr Sieg with the German stuff. We've got the West Somerset, the S-Bahn, the Leipzig S-Bahn. Would you like me to do the American, the Northeast Corridor? I will say we are definitely going to be buying the Transpennine route. Well, when I say we, Simon. Mind you, if it's raining in my location on Friday, I've just thought if it's raining, I'm not going to be able to sit where I want to sit. Unless I get really lucky. I was going to say, surely I should be stopping now, shouldn't I? When have I got the 227 down? Well, I'm doing the full route from Crystal Palace. 227, I've got... Ooh. 5:15. Mind you, I know if I'm not right with this this speed, because I'll hear a bang in a minute. I was gonna say, surely I should have stopped by now. But I don't want to stop just in case I fail it. $90 up. What just happened then? Objective complete. That's what just happened. Throttle off. Reverser into neutral. That's the throttle. Either that or you hit the buffers. Reverse into neutral, master key off, turn off the headlights. Mind you, I suppose I can go and see the damage, can't I? Are they off? No, they're off.
Thanks for all your help with this unusual move today.
There we go. And I earned the peak performance trophy, although I'm pretty sure you should get that with the class 45. Fantastic. So we'll go to the main menu. I must have hit the buffers. So that, I think, is the last one for the Great Western. Let me have a look. Yeah. That's it, you only get 5, which is bad. So let's see, which one should we do in the next episode? So we've done all of them. I don't know. I know which one you guys are going to say. It's going to start over here, isn't it? Yeah, I'm having a look at the replay now here because I'm seeing it on over here. I think I must have hit the back of the shed. I must have done. Because it certainly came to a bit of a jolt. Yeah. So, yeah, I think, oh, should we go German? I don't know, what do we fancy? Let's have a look through these and see which one we fancy. And then we'll get on Jurassic World very quickly as well. So let's have a look at the Sea Grewer. Rise and shine. That takes 10 minutes. Returning empty storm heavy metal. That's not bad. Okay. Got the West Somerset scenarios. Fair enough. You've got the rapid transit routes with the S-Bahn. All looks fairly standard. Any moment now they'll be saying hook. You want the hook? Or well, we've got New York. What scenarios you got for New York? City Sprinter, Terminal, City Lights, that track right round. Oh well, I'll have a decide on that. So thanks all that watched and joined this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one, which will probably won't be for a week or so, or maybe I'll get one snuck in on Wednesday. I don't know, but we shall see you all then. So take care.